What's good, boys? Welcome back to another video. This video is gonna be more of a authentic. Actually, bro, what am I doing, bro? I hate the fact that I'm trying to, set the mood and set the tone. But pretty much in this video, okay, I just got out of the shower, by the way. That's the reason why I look like this. But I'm gonna be explaining why my parents literally hate my business. And I'm sure a lot of you guys that are starting a business or trying to make money online, you guys will probably be hated by your parents, especially if you are Asian or I don't know, Hispanic. Are Hispanic parents strict? If you're white, you definitely got your daddy's money behind you to back you up. But any other race, I'm sure your parents will be very hesitant, very opposing about what you're doing with your life. I mean, I don't blame them because I'm sure you just like scroll on TikTok every single day in front of them. So, why would they trust you? But in this video, I'm gonna be explaining why my parents literally hate my business, even though I have hit 7 figures now. Oh yeah, did I also mention that I'm in college? Oh yeah, I'm also 21 and I achieved this in 2 years. So I feel like a lot of you guys can relate to this. Obviously, most of you guys watching this video, you guys probably will not have a successful business, but you will have one day soon. So I'm sure you guys will go through what I did go through because obviously before I hit 7 figures, I was still nothing. So, I'm self-made. I came from zero. So, I had those hard times as well as you guys will probably have right now. So first things first, a little background. 4 years in high school, I pretty much worked my ass off trying to make money online, and I got no results. I never told my parents, any of my friends. The main reason why is because nobody cares about anything except for results. So I didn't get any results during high school, so I didn't tell my parents that I worked hard. So from my parents' perspective, they think I am just a regular guy that got lucky after high school, and I got a business somehow landed on my lap. Okay, so they don't understand. They're very traditional. They're from Korea. They don't speak English that well. So that's the background. And I guess to explain why my parents hate my business, my dad, he doesn't really care, to be honest with you. Like, he doesn't really care about me in general. So I'm not going to talk too much about my dad, but my mom, she is a D1 hater. But also, by the way, I'm not an emotional person. So I tell this story to my friends and they're like, oh my God, Jason, that's so sad. Oh my God, that's so sad. I feel bad for you. And I'm just like looking at them. I'm just like, that's sad. Like, there's people dying in wars right now. That's sad. You know what I'm trying to say? So, oh, fuck. Yeah, I just choked on something. Pause. Play. But I tell them, like, in my head, I'm just like, bro, like, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna say this like right now before I actually go into it. I have a good relationship with my parents. I genuinely don't mind, to be honest with you. Honestly, it's good video content. You feel me? My parents hate my business. I have a 7 figure business. I'm in college. Blah blah. So I genuinely don't care. Obviously, it is kind of sad to see that your parents are your number one op. But it is what it is. Like, I'm not like emotional about it. I feel like everybody that owns a business, you're like, it's the same way. So I'm sure if you guys own a business, you guys really don't really care if your parents support you or not. You know what I'm trying to say? Because they're not paying for anything. So to go deeper into, I guess, the story, pretty much my parents found out that I had a business or I was doing clothing after I had a bunch of boxes show up at their doorstep because I was shipping out orders. And that is when I told my mom and my dad that I have a clothing brand. I'm doing something on the side, nothing crazy. I kind of downplayed it because they don't understand that you can make money online. They're very traditional. My mom just wants me to work at a regular 9 to 5 job, marry a 7 out of 10 girl. Okay, maybe not 7 out of 10, like a 5 out of 10. Mid. Okay, a mid girl. Get a kid, make 60K per year if that's the normal wage, maybe 70K if that's, I don't even know what the normal wage is, and just live a regular life and die. Okay, that's literally the life that she wants me to live. And she implemented that mindset into me since I was a little kid. So, a lot of you guys might think, oh, this guy has a huge ego. This guy thinks he's so confident. This guy thinks he's all that. Actually, it was the opposite. So, growing up, I was very like the opposite. So what's the opposite of having ego? Ogie. Opposite of ego. All right, I'll shut the fuck up. But pretty much I was not as confident. I said Ogie because ego backwards is Ogie. Okay, all right, my bad. But the reason why I said that is because wait, why did I just say that? Okay, yeah. So I wasn't as confident. I wasn't as like how I am right now. You feel me? Like, obviously now I have confidence. I'm egotistical, arrogant, whatever. I get it. But back then I was not like that. I was the opposite. So I don't know what happened. I think puberty hit or something like that, and then I just suddenly realized that I don't want to live like my mom because my mom and my dad is broke. So I pretty much changed my whole mindset when it comes to that. And after I start having packages show up and I started to work a little bit more frequently, this was around the beginning of college. Okay, so I finally got into college. And if you guys don't know, I live like 2 hours away from my hometown and my college. Okay, and obviously at the time I was broke, so I didn't have a car. So I would ride a bus for 3 hours because the bus takes longer. It has many stops. The bus was crusty, musty, dusty. It smelled so bad. There was a lot of homeless people in it. Like, it was just not good. Okay, but I would ride the bus back to go to my hometown to ship out orders because I lived on campus, okay, because obviously I'm in college, but I can't ship out orders on campus, right, because I have to receive the boxes. So what I would do is I would receive the boxes in my hometown, like my original hometown house, and I would ride like a 3 hour bus ride to go back to my hometown from my college, and then I would go home and pack orders, and then the next day I would go back to my college. Okay, so I did that a couple times for the first couple months, but I wasn't getting that many orders. But during this time, my mom was very strict. Okay, so uh, grades wise, I was getting pretty decent grades because obviously my business wasn't doing as well. This is before I hit six figures, by the way. Obviously now I don't go to class. I don't care. I literally failed 3 midterms this week. That's TMI. But pretty much at the time, my mom was very strict. She was hating like up front. Okay, so now she can't really hate on me because I have results, so it's like more low key hating. But back then it was more of like a, bro, what are you doing with your life? Like, do you think this is gonna work out? Like, this is not gonna work out. What are you doing? You should study. This, aren't you tired? You know what I'm trying to say? Like those type of things. She kept saying it, and from my perspective, I'm already having a hard time with my business. I'm already not getting results. I'm not where I want to be in my life. It's stressful because I'm literally, going back 3 hours back and forth. And the funny part is that because I had class on Monday, so what I would do is I would come out on like Saturday. So I'd ride a 3 hour bus ride from my college to my hometown for 3 hours, come to home, like to my room, and I would package by myself. Like I would stay up the night and package by myself. And then the next day I would go drop off the orders, and then I would have to ride a 3 hour bus ride right back to my college because I had class on Monday. Okay, so I did that like once every 2-3 weeks in the beginning of college. So this is freshman year. So in the beginning, it was only once every 2-3 weeks. But even then, you feel me? Imagine riding a crusty bus ride for 6 hours every 2 weeks just to go home. And you can't even spend time with your friends, family, or do anything. You're just working and staying up the night, and you have to leave the next day. Like imagine doing that. You know what I'm trying to say? So I did that for the first 2-3 weeks. And then obviously as my business grew, I started to go more frequently. So instead of 2-3 weeks, I started to go like every 2 weeks. And this is when, the hating, like that kind of like the hating kind of got worse because my parents, or my mom specifically, she realized that my business was growing a little bit more and I'm spending more time on my business instead of school. Okay. Or I mean, it was pretty equal, but like she didn't like the fact that I wasn't studying. So yeah, that's kind of when it started to get bad. I got into a lot of arguments because I failed a couple classes, or I got bad grades, or like I got a C or a D, but like a C in Asian family it's a F. So I got a couple C's, things like that, and we got into a couple arguments because I told her like the grades doesn't matter. You feel me? I'm not going to masters. I'm not getting a master's. You feel me? Like me getting a bad C or a B, it doesn't matter. So we got into a couple arguments, and after that, a couple months passed, and then now I am a second year in college. Okay, and during this time period I finally hit six figures. Okay, so fun fact, I hit six figures within 1 year. Okay, so I hit six figures at 19 with my business, and then from there I pretty much buy my own car. So I buy my own car. I have like a little warehouse area, office space that I have, and I'm making around 20-30K per month. Okay, obviously my mom doesn't know this because I don't show everything to my mom, but she sees the packages, she sees how frequently I'm coming. So after I got my car, so before I got my car, I was riding the bus back and forth every 2 weeks for a year. Okay, so I did that for a year, which is crazy looking back now because I don't even like driving for 2 hours. I don't know how I did that every 2 weeks in a crusty bus ride, and I stayed up the night. You know what I'm trying to say? Like every single 2 weeks. But after that, once I got my car, obviously I can drive back. But as soon as I got my car, I think I drove back like every week because of the fact that my business was growing, so I needed to ship out a lot of orders. So if you guys are curious why I went back, I mean, if you have years, you guys would probably understand why. But pretty much, I was going back to ship orders because obviously, like I said earlier, I lived on campus and I can't ship orders on campus. Okay, so that is what happened, and pretty much from there, I had literally gone back to LA back and forth like every single week. And during this time period, my mom specifically, she was also very like, she doesn't like my business, she doesn't like what I'm doing. And time passes, and let's say we are now here. Okay, so at this point, my dad actually, I think he likes it because he's a guy. You feel me? I feel like every guy kind of likes like owning a business. You feel me? Tries to make you money at a young age. So I think he does like it, which is great. My mom, on the other hand, I think she definitely still hates it. I told this to a lot of my friends, and they always say like, "Oh my God, she's gonna be so proud of you. She's so proud of you." And like, I'm sure to a certain extent she is, but she still hates it. Okay, which, like I said earlier, I am completely fine with it. Okay, I don't care. You know why? Because she doesn't pay for anything. So right now, currently it is Friday. Fun fact: I'm going back tomorrow, and I'm gonna tell my parents or my mom that I'm gonna buy another car. Okay, so kind of crazy timing. I'm not gonna lie because I need a cosigner. So I need one of my parents to cosign for me because I don't want to put like 40K down on a car because why would I do that when I can spend that money on my business? So having a cosigner is definitely gonna make me do less of a down payment, but I know for a fact she's gonna say no. Okay, but I need to somehow convince her. I told my friends about it, but like they're like, bro, like they're not paying for anything. So like obviously I understand that, but at the end of the day, bro, like they're still my parents. You feel me? So yeah. So I'm not gonna say what car, but I'm sure by the time I upload this video, I should have uploaded it on my main channel. But yeah, so I'm literally gonna buy a car like a couple weeks in. Um, Also, I feel like a lot of you guys should relate to me because of the fact that you guys have parents, and I feel like most parents are pretty strict, especially if you're not white. So you know what I'm trying to say. Personally, for me, I genuinely like. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't care. Obviously, it's annoying. That's the reason why like I wanted to move everything out here because I don't want to be in my parents' presence every single day because they're always implementing, or my mom specifically. She's always like planting seeds in my brain, which is the opposite of the life that I want to live. So, she's very like safe. She's the opposite of me, pretty much. She's very safe. She doesn't like taking risks. She doesn't like doing anything. She likes a very safe, secure job. But, fun fact, I think I made more money than her in literally a month. Okay. And I don't even know how much money she makes, but she doesn't make a lot. You know what I'm trying to say? So I don't blame her. I understand it. But at the same time, I feel like if you guys are in the same position as me, which you guys probably aren't, you guys are probably in the position where like you're first starting your business, you know what I'm trying to say? And like you're trying to get your like business going, but your parents are like literally talking smack. They're like, what are you doing? Stop wasting your time. And I feel like one thing that I would tell you is that stop being a PUSSY. I'm not going to cuss because obviously I don't want to get into detail. Wait, what did I just, wait, okay, my bad. What was that, bro? Did I just blanked for a second. Okay, my bad. I promise you I'm not an NPC. But what was I even saying? Okay, so your parents won't they can't do anything realistically speaking. Obviously, if you pay for your own stuff, but most of you guys are not at that stage yet. So for now, you guys just have to suck it up. You feel me? Oh yeah. So pretty much, I'm not cussing because I don't want to get demonetized. But yeah. So overall, I feel like the only reason why I'm making this video is because I made a similar video a couple days ago and I uploaded it, and a lot of you guys actually were relating to it, which I thought was kind of weird because I thought I was the only one. So if you're watching this video and you have parents that hate your business or they don't support you, great. Prove them wrong, bro. Because my parents can't say anything now. You know what I'm trying to say? So this is the thing. This is unfortunate, but it's the truth. But obviously, if you're white, you're an exception. They're gonna support you no matter what because you're white. But if you have Asian parents, Hispanic, Black, whatever, your parents are not gonna trust you or support you until you get results. Because not just your parents, but your friends too. Everybody in this whole entire world doesn't care about anything except for results. Okay, that is another reason why I kept my business a secret from my friends and my family until I hit 6 figures. Because I realized that if I tell everybody here that I have a business, nobody cares because I don't have results. So you guys need to please stop talking out of your ass. Please, you feel me? Just lock in, stop telling everybody. And once you get results, let the results speak for everything. You feel me? And my parents cannot say anything. By the way, I'm in college. I have friends around my age that do pay for their own stuff, but not to this extent. But I have a lot of expenses. You feel me? Like I have my rent, 2K, my warehouse, 1.5K, food, groceries, 3K, because I eat out every single day. So I spend like minimum $30 per meal. So that's like 100 per day, 100 times 30, 3K. So 3K. What else do I have? Like I pay for my car, 1,000, insurance, a couple hundred. And I'm not even including my business expenses. Like I have like Shopify, a couple hundred, different apps, a couple hundred, inventory, a couple thousand, 10K plus. So 20, 30K per bulk order usually. So I'm paying for everything. My parents have never supported my business. They can't because they're broke. But I do think you should take pride in being able to support yourself and not being able to rely on anybody else. But the funny thing is I feel like a lot of people, not just me, but everybody that has like their own business and that's paying for everything for themselves. I've been paying for myself since I was like 15. You feel me? And I didn't have any money, obviously. Like I was broke, but I didn't like my parents giving me money. Like wow, like it's like it feels wrong. You feel me? It's like taking money from a homeless person. Like you're already broke. Why would I take money from you? You know what I'm trying to say? So even when I was broke, even when I didn't have money, I never took money from my parents. I always paid for everything by myself. But I feel like this is just being an independent person and having some sort of respect for your parents, because if you're leeching off your parents until you're 18 or even after 18, I don't know, bro, like you need to get something checked out because that's crazy. But yeah, so I've been like this. Okay, so a lot of you guys might think, oh yeah, I just started to pay everything for myself since I started to make money. No, bro, like, I've been paying for my own stuff since I was like 14, 15. The only thing my parents paid for is like maybe food, like making dinner. But even when I eat out, anything like that, I've never gotten an allowance ever in my whole entire life. Okay, like literally, I know a lot of my friends get allowance, but I've never gotten an allowance ever. And even if she offered, like I never said yes because my parents are literally broke. So yeah, hopefully what the hell? There is my camera. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching.